It's time for Outdoors Bound with George Noliff. Sponsored by Kubota of Lynchburg and Tony's RV.
And we are outdoors bound this morning. Winter can lead to a bad case of cabin fever. Our George Noliff says despite the cold, the cure is to layer up and get outside and do, well, a little fishing.
Fishing is just something we do year-round in Virginia. But sometimes things can be a bit extreme.
It's 11 degrees. It's a little chilly this morning down here fishing with George.
That's right, he said 11 degrees, and while a temperature like that might keep some folks inside, if the fishing's good, others say bundle up and brave the elements.
Pretty rainbow.
Trout are a good cold weather target. We have some great places to fish for them here in Virginia, but if you're going to go out in sub-freezing weather, you want to up your odds of catching something, and for a lot of folks, that means heading for private water.
There we go, we got it. We're fishing in a spring, basically. You know, very little ice on the water, some around the rocks, but you know, the water temperature is probably 45 degrees, something like that. The outside temperature today was, with the wind chill, stayed in the teens all day, for sure.
Why private water? Places like Cedar Springs Lodge on Cripple Creek? Well, they're managed for numbers and for trophies. The stream spring-fed sustains a reproducing population of trout, and those numbers are supplemented. Larger trophy fish are stocked. Jerry Hall of the Limit 6 trout team fishes Cedar Springs and says even when it's cold outside, the fishing can be red hot.
If you're down here fishing, go to your go-to stuff. Fish it religiously, fish it like you're supposed to. You can be successful down here. It's a great place. It's a big old fish, George, big old fish.
Whether it's public or private water, winter fishing in Virginia, especially for trout, is an economic driver. On the day we were at Cedar Springs, there were anglers there from Tennessee and Georgia too.
It was good. It's always good up here, real good.
We got out this morning about a little after daylight and caught my limit. That's all you can ask for.
And having fun is the point of it all, even when, as my grandmama used to say, it's as cold as all get out.
Good fight, good fight.
How y'all doing, folks? When it's as cold as all get out, I can hear my grandmama saying, George, put your coat on. It's cold as all get out there. Well, you know it's cold. Though there's no guarantee you'll always catch fish, private water operations increase your odds because they're usually stocked daily and managed for harvest. Operators do charge a fee to fish private water, however. Hazel Marie?
Now, Georgie, how much are those fees?
It's going to depend on the body of water. So you want to check with the owner. Cedar Springs charges $70 for a day, but you get to keep 6 fish. So considering that fresh rainbow trout costs about $10 a pound, you may as well catch them and have a little fun as opposed to going to the store. If you don't want to pay, there are plenty of public water options. DWR has a list on its websites, a lot of good ones here in Virginia, like Smith Mountain Lake and the New River, both good prime winter fishing spots. Some of the most targeted winter fishing freshwater species, trout, striped bass, walleye. All of them like colder water, and they stay active in the winter, and we got a bunch of them right here.
Right here.
Right here.
So we can catch some
big old fish.
Thanks, George. That was a good report. Well, coming up.